guys, it's Romania Black. I feel a lot better this week. I had to take an extra, I had to eat an extra piece of pie for dessert this evening after dinner because I needed something sweet to balance out how salty I was last week. I was like, oh my God. So if you were a certain audience member, you probably were like, whoa, Romania, cool your roll. It's like, woo! I was editing that video for volume 26, and I was like, ooh, or for volume 25. I keep wanting to get to volume 26. I want to get past volume 25. I kept being like, oh God, I was really salty. So apologies. I want to say sorry, not sorry, because I don't take back anything that I said as far as the context of it, but I was being a little salty. So if any of you felt personally called out, that was not my intention. But I did want to talk about Miura and just that last scene. I mean, really? And the moderators, they did warn me this week. They were like, hey, we've never done this before, but just so you know, there is at the beginning of this volume 26 a little something, and I was like, I could imagine what it is, but they were like, sorry, we just want to tell you, and I was like, no. At this point, I don't want to outright know, like, I'm going to leave the moderators to that. I know some people want to try to help and everything, and I really appreciate that. I trust the moderators at this point. They've been through this with me the entire journey with Berserk, so I trust their opinions, and they've read the manga. They kind of know it. So I trust them, and so don't worry. The moderators will let me know if there's something I need to know at this point, but how can it get worse? I asked that question, and then we have this volume 25, and I was like, what we were doing, I felt like Zidler in Moulin Rouge, where he's like, everything's going so well, and then these trolls appear, and I'm just like, we didn't need this, Miura. But it's over. It's a done deal. We've talked about it. We're going to lay it to rest. We're going to move on. It's such a shame, though. Last thing I'll say, it is such a shame because the rest of volume 25 was so freaking good. I love Shirk. I love her camaraderie and dynamic with everybody. I love the new magic items. I like the level ups. I like Isidro's conflict of wanting to be the cool swordsman because he's a kid and then trying to take in the words of Guts and the old man Morgan. And I like all the stuff at play. I'm so glad we're like not with Griffith right now. I'm like, I know I'm jinxing it as I say it, but I was thinking about it. I was like, man, I'm really enjoying volumes 24 and 25. I wonder why. And then I'm like, oh, because Femto's not here. That's why. So I know he's going to come back at some point. I know. And that's going to lead me into the comments that I have for this week. I was thinking about this, going through a lot of the comments for volume 23, which by the way, the moderators weeded out the comments for volume 23. They're like, you don't need to read those. But the ones that I did read, I was very appreciative of. So thank you. I'm glad that there are some people vocalizing some like-minded opinions. Because for the longest time, I told the Discord, I'm like, am I the only one that thinks this? And they're like, no, you're not. Which was very encouraging because sometimes when you're a reactor and the people that agree with you aren't speaking up, you can feel kind of isolated. And so it is good to get some reinforcement that some people are like, yes, we know exactly what you're talking about. We're with you. And I'm like, okay, good. Which it's fine if we disagree. I think that I was really salty last volume, not because of necessarily people disagreeing with me, but just the reasons that were given. And I was like, but those aren't reasons. So, but yeah, you know what? If we don't agree, it's perfectly fine. I just don't want somebody being like, you're wrong. And I'm like, I just, dialogue, right? Anyway, based on the comments from what we were looking at, I did think about this, and the fact of the matter being, Guts compared to Griffith, I wonder if Griffith, not showing responsibility, I wonder if it's going to be a parallel, and I'm going to get to a comment that kind of went along with this, but I wrote this before I read their comment. I said, is it going to be kind of like this interesting compare and contrast where you have Griffith / Femto, who is not having to answer for anything he's done, not having to bear any responsibility, and is getting everything that he wants, and then you have Guts, who, on the other end, is showing remorse. He's showing that he wants to take responsibility. He's feeling bad for what he's done, and he's going to hopefully take those steps to repair that relationship with Casca, whereas Femto doesn't care about relationships. He just cares about himself. So it's going to be interesting to see if Guts and Griffith decide to go different ways based on they were parallel trajectories, right? Back in the Golden Age arc, parallel trajectories, and then they're slowly turning this way. So we'll see how it goes. I want to make note, I've been stuttering in a lot of my videos lately, and it's because I have like a big swollen part back here at the back of my gum. And sometimes when I talk, it when you bite your gum, it's doing that in the back and it's swollen and it hurts. So if I say something wrong or mispronounce, I think it's because of that. And there's not much I can do about that. It'll just have to go down on its own. But that's what was said. Anyway, so Derek Stark, 4261, they've commented in previous videos, but they had a really good comment for volume 23 that I really liked, talking about how much do we sacrifice for a dream? And they point out, kind of like what I just said, Griffiths is placed as this falsified savior, and Guts is this monstrous anti-hero. And Guts seems similar to Griffith as, his sword has always been the one thing he's had. His sword has been the one thing he's had. It's his purpose, it's his being, but it seems to put him on a similar path to Griffith as, this is my destiny, this is my dream. But the question is, can dreams change? Can they change? Can they evolve? Can they be about different things? So the sword is leading him to a supposed dream, but now that there's Casca involved and his dream may have changed, will he end up like Griffith? Are some things worth sacrificing your humanity for? And that's what that stupid dog spirit has been trying to get him to do. The dog spirit's been trying to get him to sacrifice his humanity and get rid of Casca, but he won't do it. And so I feel like the dog spirit wants him to become like Griffith, his inner demons, but Guts is fighting to not let that happen. So that gives me hope. I'm like, okay, Guts fighting to like keep his humanity and struggling, whereas Griffith didn't struggle. He was just like, take me, make me a god. And it's like, okay. He's like, I'll sacrifice all my friends. They mean nothing as long as I'm cool. I'm seeing the contrast developing. And then Moomin talks about, in their comment for volume 24 on Patreon, if you're a patron, you get a chance to go look at Moomin's comment. They had two links. One was for a model of the Witch's Manor, which I love. I love Miura doing this kind of earthy, bohemian, woodsy kind of architecture. It's great. And then the other one was talking about the church that we saw in volumes 24 and 25 is the Church of St. Martin of Tours. And they have a link to that as well, which is really cool. I kind of like the idea of going to various locations that have been inspired by Berserk, but then on the other hand, I don't know. I don't know what emotions it would evoke going to those places. I guess it would depend on the context of them, right? But I think the Church of St. Martin would be okay. I think that one would be fine. Mm-hmm. So in any case, that's all I've got starting out. I kind of said my piece. I joked in the description for the video last week that I went through my depression and denial stage during volumes 22 through 23. And then volume 25 was like my bargaining and anger phase. And now it's just, I don't want to use the word acceptance because that means I'm totally cool with it. And I'm not, but there's so much more to Berserk than just those moments, as frustrating as they are. And I'm going to call them out if I see them, because Miura, you wrote this. You knew exactly what you were getting into. But I think there is more to it than that, and we need to respect that. So with that being said, I've talked for only 8 minutes, which is surprisingly not a lot of time. So I don't want to go back to this moment, but we have to. Gross. So at least the good news is hopefully we're getting out of trolldom with this reaction. So let's dive in, shall we? We've got Whiteboard Kun if we need him, but we're going to start volume 26 of Berserk, Deluxe Volume 9, and we're going to do that here in 3, 2, 1. I am all for the concept of Guts going Berserk on these trolls, because I've had it officially, as Detox would say in Drag Race. Oh, yay! All right. Well, that's absolutely terrifying. Here's the thing. I like that Farnese has the biggest reaction that it's Farnace. I wondered if it was Casca, but I'm like, Farnace, you're not the one who's been pregnant and had a demon baby, but to be fair, I would be freaking out too if that were me. And thank God they have those cloaks on, and hopefully the trolls, I like that their noses are like signals. How weird. Yeah, just gross. Why? Ugh. It's awful. Okay, they were seen by trolls as they tried to escape. We have to hurry. Okay. The troll Ode is concentrated at the bend. She's like, I'll trick... I don't know if it's Ode or Odd. I feel like it's Odd. I'll trick their Odd. Okay. Good job, Shirk. I like that Shirk is unfazed by all of this grossness. Meanwhile, what's going on? I like that Ivalera is like, ho, ho, ho. Manipulating Odd is another facet of magic. Any practitioner can do it. Well, that's handy. There's a lot even a thief could learn, eh? It seems useful. It would be something if Isidro became like Shirk's apprentice, but I don't think he would end up becoming like a witch. I don't think, or a warlock. I don't know if the series calls them that or not. But I can't see Isidro as anything more than a thief. It's kind of like, wait, I'm not that privy to the party system in fantasy stories. I know of Dungeons & Dragons. I've never played Dungeons & Dragons, but I know that there's like a thief, so that would be Isidro. There's a warrior, that would be Guts. There's a mage, which seems to be Shirk. There is a bard. I don't think any of them are bards. What's Serpico? What would he be? Not a paladin. There's different classes, so y'all can theorize in the comments down below who would fit what. But Guts would be a warrior, Isidro's a thief, Shirk is a mage, and those are the only three I got so far. Anyway, yeah, I would honestly be Farnace. One of the things about Farnace's character, as much as I hate seeing her hit rock bottom in Volume 23, one of the things about her character is I would probably be her. It's kind of like the Nina situation. We like to think that we would be Guts, but I think 8 times out of 10, we'd probably be Farnace or Nina, right? Or Corcus, or Judo. But I don't know if we would be Guts, right? That's kind of what he's, in some ways, what we would strive to be. Oh, how awesome! Wow. Just why? Oh my God, they put the kids' heads through spikes? Well, at least they didn't, assault the children, I guess. That's terrifying, though. They're eating the kids. Well, that's just as well. Or are they eating? Yeah, it looks like they're eating the kids. Oh my God, and they have like the skulls around their neck. Ugh. Okay, here is the one thing, and I'm just going to point it out because Miura has decided to draw it, so I'm going to call attention to it. This is why it's just, for one, we didn't need this scene. We saw it back in the last chapter. We didn't forget, I'm sure. But here's the other thing. If you look at the woman's face in the middle and in the bottom right panel, she's smiling. And I know somebody in the comment is going to say, well, she's just delirious, or she's just, gone insane from the insanity of it all. And I'm like, sure, you can make that excuse. But like, if you notice the other two women's heads are down, the fact that Miura draws her like with a smile on her face and then the trolls with his tongue out, it kind of feels pornographic. It feels gratuitous. It feels like sexual exploitation, and it feels like it's setting this idea up that woman is enjoying it. And it's like a subliminal message. And I'm like, you didn't need to do that. I guarantee any woman in this scenario, probably not enjoying it. None of this is consensual. It's like exasperated Miura sigh. Yeah, and so then you have Farnace, who wants to go and cower under the covers. I wonder if Farnace has realized that, poor, Casca's shoved up against the edge of the cave there. I wonder if any of them have realized that the shirt is going to keep them safe. The girl's warmth on my back won't allow me to do that. I may be incompetent, but she's the first thing ever, even weaker than me, that I've ever been entrusted with. Her annoying, uncomprehending eyes won't permit me to be powerless. This is retribution. Or maybe That's a human farm tool. The silver shirts won't work against... Oh, well, shit, son of a bitch. They won't work against that. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, before we turn the page, well, we might as well turn the page and see what's happening next. Okay, and then there comes Guts. I appreciate that Farnese... We're seeing why Miura is making Casca absolutely useless, and that is for the sake of Farnese's development, which I talked about a few volumes ago. I was like, the one thing I was concerned about was like, oh, we're going to let Farnese grow, but not Casca. Cool. And so that's basically what Miura is doing. He's letting Farnese be like, well, she's even more useless than I am, so I gotta be something. And it's like, as much as I love Farnese's development, I wish that there had been another way to do it. And the problem is that at this point, it's kind of like Star Wars The Phantom Menace. If you've ever watched the behind the scenes where there was George Lucas and they're at the editing part of the final cut and they're like at the climax of the battle, it's hilarious to watch it go down. Red Letter Media does a really good cut of it. But it's basically they get to the ending and they realize they've gone too far. They can't change things because then it would mess up the whole story. And I feel like Miura's kind of in a George Lucas spot where he's like, well, but who would I replace Casca with? It's that moment you can see the author's wheels turning, and in a story you shouldn't see that. It should feel natural. And here I can see Miura going, I can't do anything except make Casca the useless one. And it's just so frustrating, especially if you're someone who related to Casca's character, and now you're like, who am I gonna relate to? I guess Farnese. But I relate to Shirk, so I guess I'm doing all right. Oh, hi, Guts. How you doing? Cool. And here's another thing that's so weird. I guess here's the other thing that's bizarre. Is a lot of people have told me that Casca is like suffering from PTSD, and that's why she's as invalid as she is. But my thing is, if she was suffering from PTSD, here are monsters who are doing basically the bad things that you should have PTSD from. She ain't doing nothing. She's just standing there being like, oh, she only has a negative reaction when she sees Guts. So it's like, is she really having PTSD, or is that just an excuse from the fandom to justify Miura's actions? I'm just saying. Oh. And see, and this part here where Farnese like falls into Guts and she has the blush on her face, I'm like, why are we having Farnese having a crush on Guts when the woman behind her is the one that should be with him? Like, frustrating. And where's Serpico? I'm glad she asks about Serpico. He's hurt and he can't move, but it's not fatal. I promised him I'd bring you back. Okay. Oh God, they're like, oh, we're being rescued? Oh, thank God. Oh, the children are here. Okay, so they didn't eat all the children. Oh, thank God. That's good. There's still this many. This more will attack the village. Oh my God, there's so many. Well, yeah, because they've been using those women's bodies to, like, have more and more of them. This is too many. All these alone with no magic for support. You're toast. I like Ivalera is like, Puck is so encouraging. Puck is here to be like, everything's going to be all right. Okie dory. And Ivalera is like, yeah, you're screwed. I do like that we get a little sassy elf in here too. Leave him to me. What's with him? I can't find the words to allow such an assertion. Hopeless. He must know how reckless this is. Take care of Casca. Farnese. The things you do are a big help. I'm grateful. Yeah. Ugh. They're all fools for him in the end. Yeah, right. I am glad that Guts has this moment to be grateful to Farnese. That is nice, but I want him to talk to Casca. I know everybody's gonna be like, give up on it, but I'm like, that's like the only reason I started reading this story, because I fell in love with their relationship. Seriously, it's like their relationship is the one thing I loved about this series, and it's just in shambles, and it's so frustrating. Okay, Isidro, light the fuse sticking out of the ball. Count to 3 and throw it at the enemy and it'll explode. I call them nutcrackers. See, it looks like this. You're the rear guard. Protect the ladies! But wait, get going. There's no time to shoot the breeze. You may just be a kid on the battlefield, but with weapons, you're a force to be reckoned with. I gave you the job because you're up to it, so show me it's true. That is exactly what Isidro needed to hear. He has been feeling, him and Farnese have both been feeling like they're useless as long as Shirk and Guts are on the battlefield. And so for Guts to say that, that's exactly what Isidro needed to hear. Which, here's the thing. Again, we're talking about Guts and Griffith and how they're paralleling. Yeah, Guts has been acting more and more like Griffith from the Band of the Hawk, where he's getting people to follow him and getting people to feel reassured by him. It's the exact same thing as like with Griffith. The only thing is, in the Band of the Hawk, Casca was all about Griffith and all about him. And here she has nothing to do with Guts. So it's just like, it's Bizarro world. It's completely flipped on its head. And I'm like, I'm very curious what Miura is going to do with it. You've got it. I'll do it all cool and flawless. You goddamned grown up. You don't get killed either. Time to get started. Again, that sword buried behind the cloak, right? I mean, am I going to complain about Guts dispensing righteous justice to these trolls? Why, no, I'm not going to complain about that one bit. With his, like, multi-action semi-automatic crossbow. I'm not going to complain about this shit at all. Not one bit. Also, if you notice, Miura's, like, his ooh face is back on both Guts and Casca's expressions. We're backtracking a little bit in the art design, but I'm not going to complain. It feels very Golden Age. It's weird. They keep scurrying out. What are they, roaches? The first 100-man, no. 100 beast kill fest I've had in a while. Yeah, see, it's paralleling the battle with Adon and his brother Samson, and then we just don't have a Samson equivalent yet, but it's paralleling that exactly. They're just with trolls, and they're much more vile than Adon's forces. Ooh, I do like this shot of Guts here, though. You're hungry, aren't you? Come on. Come at me, bro! Half of you'll be bite-sized soon enough. Okay. And then Isidro. Oh, I love Isidro, like, getting the bomb lit, the fuse lit by his dagger. That's really smart. I like that. I like that quite a bit. I guess Miura can meet his nudity quota by having these women all be nude. I guess that works. Oh, right on. They're right up your alley. He gave me the job because I'm up to it. But I betcha it'll go right to his head. Evalera is such a sassy wench. What are you doing? You shouldn't stop moving. Oh, that was kind of surprising. He gave me the job because I'm up to it. I like that he has to, like, repeat it sort of like a mantra. He's like, no, I got this. Right now, this is my best move. Right now, it's my force. Oh, Dropey in that column shadow. I'll give it everything I've got and succeed. Oh, I love his little determined face. That's so cute. And Puck says, I'm the best at using Dropey. Oh, Puck. I feel like Puck is almost like a Miura equivalent at times. It's like the way Miura can, like, insert himself. Ah, damn. Casca, she is, in fact, the clumsiest character in this series now. Oh! Oh! Well, that's gross as hell. Ew! Ew! We don't need Shelob here. No, thank you. Oh, nothing's wrong. I just stabbed a spider the size of my torso. This is retribution. But is it really? The reason I didn't pass out then was because Casca was there. Something even weaker than I sustained me. Is this redemption? Will the weakling I oppressed constantly now be the one to save me? It's interesting. In a way, I kind of feel like Farnace, there's some parallels between Farnace and Guts with Casca, where Guts, you know, was saved, you could argue, by Casca, and now Farnace is being saved by Casca. I also feel like there's a little bit of a commentary here that kind of parallels Nina and Luca a little bit, where Nina was wondering if she was always going to be, you know, needing to be saved by Luca, who was the stronger one. I only wish that we could get some inner monologue with Casca. I just feel like every time we look at Casca on the page, inside her mind is the Jeopardy theme song, and it's just playing nonstop. It's like elevator music. She's not thinking of anything, which is very frustrating. But meanwhile, here's where the volume cover came from. Oh, damn. I do love, okay, that shot of Guts there with the ink splatter coming across the page, that feels very Frank Miller, feels very Sin City. Which Sin City's great. I read that in high school. Awesome. I love that. Love it. Oh my gosh, Miura. I want to know what got Miura on a kick to just draw trolls. I feel like some big-nosed man slandered Miura. Some big-nosed man pissed him off, and he was like, well, I'm just going to draw this chapter. And just go to from there. I feel like someone with a big nose did the wrong thing, and Miura's like, and now you shall pay. I haven't felt the sensation in a while. Ooh, not worrying about anyone behind me. Swinging my sword without anything binding me. Cutting loose all my ferocity. No, that is like Griffith, right? That comment right there, where not worrying about anyone behind me, just looking forward and just swinging my sword without anything binding me. That is literally Griffith in Band of the Hawk. He was going up the mountain of corpses without any worry about what was behind him. Cutting loose all of his ferocity. Like, it's paralleling Guts and Griffith. But the question is he going to get to a point where he would sacrifice all of them to keep moving forward? Or would he say, no, that's not right, and backtrack unlike Griffith? I don't know. Okay. We're trapped. 13 in front, 7 behind. Well, can't you trick them or something like earlier? Not this many of them. We can't afford to extend a bulwark here and halt our progress. We'll force our way through. Leave the front to me. You take care of the rear, please, Isidro. Moment of truth. 7 at once. Sure thing. There's no time for a big spell. Go kick some tail! Here they come. Oh, what? Oh, something with a tremendous force. Oh! Oh, shit. What gives? What was that? Was that? Puck, what do you know what this is? What is this? Oh. What? Oh my god, that shot of Guts. Oh, I guess it's about time. Oh no. Oh, ooh. What is this? Is this like a 9-tailed fox? Is this a 9-tailed fox demon? I thought the dog demon was tied with Guts. What is this? Nope, nope, this is something different. Oh my god. Oh, and it's bleeding through the talisman. Oh. Vicinity of the netherworld. We did say we were like in the baddest parts of the bad, right? We did say that, didn't we? Didn't we? Oh, Betchy! Betchy, what we doing? Oh, why is it looking like that? Why is Betchy looking like that? That's not a good sign. What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't like the fact that Betchy is like getting his shape all together. I don't like that at all. Nope. Nope. Oh, and Casca reaching for her heart. Just a little further, everyone. Guts, everyone has safely reached the exit. Please hurry and get out. What's wrong? Well, oh shit. What is it this time? What was Guts? Oh my god. What is happening here? Guts. Oh my god. But that Behelit, it's not meant for him, right? Right? we doing? Why we got 2 demon boobs? Is this Slan? What is this? Is it Slan? What? Who's she? Who is this? Is she coming from up from the blood and everything? What? How? What is this? What is these boobs? Who is she? The first form I've taken in some time. Alas, troll entrails make for a revolting ethereal figure. Is this Slan? Is this her? Bitch, what? Why is she here? Oh, it is her, isn't it? Oh my god. Oh shit, she's got the wings and everything. Oh, she slammed him down into the blood. Oh my god. Ew. Ew! Medusa, get away! Oh! I've missed you, boy. It's been so long. No, I felt you at all times. Oh! In the cave at the tower. Yeah, because she was responsible for the tower. Throughout countless nights, I felt all your passions. And as the path unfolded, I knew you'd come to my domain, Clefoth. Now let me feel it more. Your rage, your anguish, let it all loose. Well, son of a bitch, no! Okay, all right. You're about to have a rare moment. I get why we had the trolls. I get it. Didn't have to be as excessive as it was, Miura, but I get it. Because Slan, she was responsible for like the cauldron, and she's basically like a sex demon. She's like a succubus, and she gets everybody like all riled up, whereas that's concerned. So the trolls having sex with the women and her being responsible with it, if that's the case, sure, you can use that as an excuse. Was it excessive? Yeah, you could have toned it down a little bit, but we get it. Although, was that really the case, or did she just show up because she saw an opening? I don't know. I'm like, leave her alone! Leave Guts alone! Hey, are you okay? You've been acting weird. I'm fine. Something funny is going on with Casca, too. I feel creepy. A really bad feeling. Violent emotion like Guts' mind exploded. I feel bad, too. A bizarre flow of odds sprouting up from the bottom of the grotto. And that form that leapt over us. What in the blazes is back there? Guts hasn't gotten back, and if we hang around here, trolls will come after us again. I have no choice. I will now enact a spell to seal the entrance to this grotto. Well, now, wait a minute. Guts is still inside. I know that. But as you said, I sense trolls creeping up on us. We have no more time. Besides, if I do not seal this place, the trolls will doubtless again raid Enoch and its neighboring villages. My thought transference should be reaching Guts. Let us have faith that he will return by the time I invoke the spell. What the hell are you doing in there, Guts? Oh my god. Ew. Did you want him to go down on you? Ew, no! Gross! Girl, leave him alone! Oh! Your soul is most fitting here in Clefoth. That hatred and agony. Oh my god! Leave him alone! And fear. Oh my god. Ugh! Leave him alone! Girl! Oh. Now defy me, struggler. Ew, no! Why? Okay. Miura. Miura, ew. Take that big... I'm gonna read this like you would expect it. Take that big, thick thing and penetrate me. Or can you? You're only human, after all. Or rather, why not make a sacrifice as he did? And he's like, no, not gonna do that. How uncouth. Oh! Bitch, yes, please! Okay, alright. Waffles and Mr. Waffles and Skull Knight. I'm hoping it's them. God, please. Skull Knight, you have never been more needed ever. Can we stop for just a second? Alright, and I know you all will be bitching. Well, all she does is complain about Berserk. But hear me out. Like, I know this is going to come from two fronts. One, someone's going to say, well, Guts is getting assaulted. Isn't this what you wanted? No, I don't want any assault at all, thank you very much. I don't think we need it. But two, the way that it's... This is all from the male gaze. I'm sorry, if you don't know what the male gaze, go look it up on your own time. But this is all from the male gaze. Like, it's basically asking a man, like, she's supposed to be the one in power right now, but she's just like, come on and fuck me. And it's like... Like, if she was really a woman in charge and we're doing this through, like, the female gaze, she would have, like, grabbed his dick and squeezed it off. If we're being real, right? But this is very much from the male gaze, like here's your pornographic ass shot, and here's her, like, coaxing him to screw her, like, Miura, come on. Thank God Skull Knight is having none of that. Yes, thank you. This chapter's called The Whore Princess of the Uterine Sea. Literary masterpiece. That title's so dumb. God, come on now. Skull Knight, bring us home. Get us out of this shit. Thank you. One should not meddle in the clandestine affairs of men and women. Or are you joining us, Your Majesty? Whore Princess of the Uterine Sea! So you were the only one summoned. Summoned, you say? I came here on my own. I wish to see this boy. You do realize, don't you? This is what the emergence of a fifth means. The worlds are already starting to overlap. I have no idea about the others. They likely melted into their preferred Sephira and are floating formless. Then the time for talk is past. Oh! Kick her ass, Skull Knight! Men, also very impatient. However, trying their patience is a woman's prerogative. That was the most man line written by a man ever. Come on, Miura. I'm holding you up to a better standard than this. All right. This place might as well be my womb. Oh my God. Rage with fury, bastard fetuses of darkness. Oh my God, what the fuck? Skull Knight's like, this is so gross, but I just like that we'll just throw out some words like womb and uterine sea. Meanwhile, Shirk is the most precious, pure form ever. All right, if they can't get inside this circle, then don't go outside of it. Damn, why do I gotta be the one to explain her magic? Oh, look! Human farm tools? Trolls can farm? Shirk said the powers of this bulwark is only effective against ethereal bodies. Isidro, look at your character growth. Look at your character growth. We're gonna... Now, see this? Shirk is doing the magic, and Isidro's fighting alongside her. This I like. I like this quite a bit. Oh, fine. Come on, you horny monkeys. It's heavy. Almost like I'm sinking in mud. But at the same time, there are dangers to that. Water spirits when in the rain, earth spirits when in the ground. It's most effective to use their power based on the principles of all things in accordance. Should the power be beyond the caster's control, there is a risk of the caster herself becoming confused. Among them, the one against which you must guard carefully is darkness. Don't forget when you gaze into the darkness, The darkness gazes back into you. Oh, I love that. Yes. You look into the dark and the dark looks back. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. So you've got to be on your guard. Oh, girl. I like the idea that they're suggesting here of that you have to understand the principles of your power that you're using. So when things start to like merc together, it becomes more complicated and harder to use it. I like that. Meanwhile, Skull Knight is like, tally ho, bitches. Oh my gosh. He's slaughtering these ogres like they're nothing. Oh, well, your majesty. Are you enjoying this? Yes, Skull Knight. Oh, your majesty, huh? Could possibly be King Gaiseric. Oh, who could possibly know, right? This is the uterus of darkness. Uterus of darkness is ridiculous. Ridiculous! The vicinity of the netherworld, where abominable spirits shall take ethereal form. It can spew forth any number of these children like worms. The time is at hand. Oh, guts. Oh, okay. Oh, ew, no! Shit! Okay. She seems to enjoy it, though, you know. That takes care of the ones with human weapons. That was close. I'm down to the last one. Do you want to use this? It blows up if you light it. It's all natural, too. Puck would own a weed shop. Let's be real. Oh, my God. Oh, well, why can this one use human weapons and has armor? What the fudge is this business? Is it because it's from a human? Why? Oh, it's a troll and he's wearing armor. Big shot with a mustache. The boss monkey, huh? Frickin' monkey see, monkey do. This'll show him. Oh, he's using him as a shield. Well, now what? Now all that'll take him down is... Bastard, using your own guy. But... Yeah, but... Oh... Did his body move before he could think? Like Morgan was telling him? Oh my God. Oh! Low, lower, faster. Yes, okay, all right. Oh, Isidro, come on. Come on, Isidro, you got this. You got this. Oh! Yay! Yay, Isidro, good job, good job. Meanwhile... Oh, shit. It's hot. It's hot. It's so hot. This feeling tearing my body apart. But it's not enough. Oh my God. She's just like a masochist. She just wants more of it. Don't falter. With that sword of yours, it can be done. Take that sword tempered by the malice of hundreds, thousands of the dead, and run her through. Ugh. She looks kind of like Cell. Is that weird to say? Companions. Oh my God. Ugh. Even Lust from Full Metal Alchemist wasn't... Okay. Case in point. Case in point in this point. Like her being like, oh yes, you split my womb. Life and death is writhing in the uterus. You're the best. Like, what the fuck? Like, as she like disappears. Maybe we meet again, dear boy. Here's my thing. If we want to talk the difference about a man author and a woman author, Full Metal Alchemist, written by a woman, the character of Lust is literally like a temptress. She's a succubus, but she's clearly written from a female gaze, the way that her writing is. Still a threatening character, but this is very much like, this is like something you'd see in like Playgirl, not Playboy, like Playboy magazine or something, you know? It's just like, oh yeah, that lady likes it when you stick her with a sword. It's a little cringy. I hate using that word, but it's cringy. It's just like, ugh, no. Anyway, so thank goodness that there's all of these just mutations of spirits, and Skull Knight's like, well, you've agitated everything. Oh shoot, Isidro. I did it. I did it. Well done, but you best not stop. Oh my gosh. What is that? Oh. Ew. Oh my God. Oh no. I am called the Rotting Root Lord, the chief of rotting trees and putrid mud. In accordance with my pact with the Little One, I shall reduce the trolls creeping upon my body to a seedbed for maggots. Rot. Oh my God, that's terrifying! Oh no, wait a minute! Oh my gosh. At this rate, Guts will be burned alive! Saren the Witch. What is it? It's atrocious. I'm not letting that happen to me. Guts. Oh good, she's still okay. Please hurry and escape. Sorry, little lady, I'm kind of busy here. Oh, damn it, what the hell's happening? It's the aftermath of her forced advent and passing. The life and death of this domain have been boiled and changed to chaos. If left as is, the cave will not hold, and this whole vicinity will be engulfed. We've got another problem first. The entrance is blocked. Maybe it's as good a time to test the sword. Though this was only meant to be wielded to entomb them in that vortex. What? What are you doing? We don't have time for any magic tricks. Oh my God. Oh, he's been eating the behelots. That's why he's been eating the behelots, to make this sword. Oh. Oh my God. Yeah, I bet she's like, please don't let me be eaten by the Skull Knight. Oh my God. Is that like a sword that can cut through time and space? Is it? I love it. No, please. Please, please. I refined within myself behelots, taken from apostles to form this blade, the sword of actuation. Oh my God, yes, please. And Guts is like, actuation. Yes, it can cut through time and space. Yes, tally-ho! Oh my God. That is, oh, the vortex. And he was going to trap them within it. Oh, Skull Knight. Yes, please do. If you could you trap the apostle? Could you trap the God Hand in that vortex, please? Skull Knight, I'm rooting for you. You got to collect a lot of behelots again, but you cashed a lot of them in. But if you could do that, that'd be great. Oh, it's collapsing. She's doing her best right now. I can't restrain it any longer. Guts. Oh, Guts. What just happened? Oh, they'll ask the same thing for you. We cleaved space and passed through another layer. It's the power of this sword. There you go with the nonsense again. Forget that. Why were you in? What's going on? How'd you get behind us? Skull Knight's like, I just happened to show up as a Deus Ex Machina when you need me. Normally, you know what? Normally, I do like Deus Ex Machinas. Because usually it's just like, we would like you to show up and help save Guts. And this was one of those moments. So I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it. Now I owe you another one. Mm-hmm. All right, Shirk. Yeah, no problem. That knight. Does she know him? Oh my God. Cleofoth has shut. Awesome. Was that magic too? Natch. No, I did not. Still, this means finally. And there's Serpico with the others. Oh. I don't like Guts not being with them. Like, Guts, go over there with them, please. You can be a part of them. You know that. It feels like a Band of the Hawk, only he doesn't feel... Yes! Companions! It feels exactly like Band of the Hawk. But he feels separated from them. Oh, damn. They look exactly like he drew them before. Rickard looking so small. I used to think it'd never be like that again. Oh, he's all bandaged up and everything. And the seal came off. But see, I mean... Do I think that Guts is going to be with this crew the entire rest of the series? I don't think so. I think Farnese and Serpico will at some point maybe find use elsewhere. Serpico also looks so thin and gangly in that shot. Look at how stick figure his legs look. His legs look like stork legs. And I don't think Shirk's going to stay with him the entire time either, or Isidro, but for now, I'm going to be happy with it. For now, I'm happy that it's like that. That does it. All finished. Oh, is she making armor for them that has the talisman in it? Yes. This turned into a big job in the end. Isn't it nostalgic? Oh. So that's how the Skull Knight knew. Claw marks. Whoever thought we need to drag this out? Oh. There's no way that you're unaware of how dangerous a thing this is. I am aware. I've watched it over it for so long. But all the more reason for it to become necessary for those children on their journey. It's karmic. No, I don't believe that. Was this his armor from when he was King Gaiseric? People may appear to repeat the same mistakes, but karma is by no means a circle. Indeed, it is a spiral. Those children are not bound to choose the same paths you and I did. Oh, spill the tea! Flora, spill the tea! Let us know! Certainly. They've come. Oh! Oh, shit, what? What is this? My spiritual power is weakened so much for my barrier to be broken so easily. Oh no, Skull Knight, what we doing? Oh. No way. You'll fight for me. But either way, I'm all the more for it to be at ease. Thank you. I won't forget your devotion, old friend. So, I mean, he knows that she's dying, and she knows that he knows, but he's like, I want you to die in peace, not with this happening. So, were they like a thing? Were they a thing? Or was she like, oh, we're just platonic friends. You go have your way with Zod or whatever. Because this is Zod, right? And that one guy looks like Meta Knight at the bottom there. Ah, damn it, no! I wish I could have at least seen your bashful smile once more with my own eyes. Shut up. You shut up. I want to know the tea. I want to know the history. Skull Knight, you have got some explaining to do at some point. Skull Knight, I want to see his bashful smile too. Oh my God. Oh. Something wrong? No. For a moment I thought I sensed my minister's thoughts. It's gone to his head already. Oh yeah, his victory. Aren't you excited to get back and be praised by Flora? I bet that the brute slaying of little witch Shirk will become the new legend around here. Never. That would never happen. All I was able to do was to stop up the troll's den. What shut Cleofoth was some other power, not my magic. I like the inside of her witch's hat looks like a mushroom. It's really cute. Please be proud of yourself. A girl like you managed to do all that. They were surely miraculous skills. You said it. Even though I could summon an immense power, I couldn't manage it. I pointlessly worsened the damage. I'm a novice. I was moved. Hey, your eyes are kind of scary. I see. To be honest, I cannot really tell whether these people are my fate. I've got it, something. Oh my God. But Always be proud to be your... makes me proud to be your chaperone. I like that Ivalera calls herself the chaperone when Puck is like, I'm basically your savior. Oh no, Guts. Oh, what happened? Didn't the wound stop bleeding back at the church? Oh. It's closed up all right. No, these wounds are severe. These wounds to his physical body have closed, but the wounds to his ethereal body remain unhealed. If left alone, they'll steadily debilitate him, and eventually the physical wounds will be open once again. Well, no, he can't be healed, right? Well, if you rush him to the mansion, he can take my mistress's elixir. Everyone lend a hand. Oh, it's not a big deal. I'm just a little dizzy or something. I should offer my shoulder at least. Though reluctantly, don't bother. An ethereal wound is a wound to the spirit itself. It must hurt even to the point of trauma. He's incredible obstinance. Normally one shouldn't even be able to stay conscious. Guts, what exactly happened there and after the rest of us fled? Those wounds, they're not something a mere troll could inflict. Okay, she's talking to him, like, telepathically. And the talisman I applied, at some point it was effaced. I kicked her ass. With one stab from this. A monster who pretends to be an angel. Oh no. Could that be? Oh, well that would explain the bizarre flow of odd, but what's the matter? In that case, there's no way he could be all right like this. Not that he's all right. In the first place, a mere human has no way to fight such a high-level spirit. That sword. Maybe it's specialized power from continually cutting all those from the astral world. Yes, exactly, right? Be not enamored solely with the wondrous marvels, but look closely at the truth that is before your eyes. You see, he is still alive. I like the idea of cutting down the monster that looks like an angel and referring back to Femto. Oh, this flow of odd deep in the forest from the mansion. Something feels weird. The forest barrier is vanishing. Casca, Farnese, wait here. What gives? Troll remnants or something? There's something bad at the mansion and it ain't trolls. The old lady's in trouble. It's them. Oh no! Oh no! I wanted them to get all the stuff out of there! Get all the magic and stuff out of there! Damn it! Yes, of course! Of course, as soon as the God Hand learned they were back, that's the first thing they'd go to get rid of. That's the first thing they would try to get rid of. Oh, the Blaze, part 1. Oh, mistress! Stop her! Oh, apostles. No mistake who those are. Oh my god. Ugh. The crabs and the pigs. Oh shit, yeah, and they all have like the crazy eyes. Oh shit, no. Oh, Guts, you're wounded, sir. Bastard, where the hell did you pop up from? Some human stuck in. You with the witch? That hurt, you know. Oh my god. That's one hell of a sword you're swinging. No wonder you can't even stand up straight. Oh. Oh, Skull Knight. Why are you here? Because I have close ties with the head of the mansion. Ties? That's why he was at the Troll's Den. Who the hell are you? How could one horseman do so much against us war demons? War demons? I have no name to give to mere apostles. Oh, I love that he's like, I'm not going to tell you my name, bitches. I'll say only that I'm one who opposes the 5 angels. What the hell does that mean? Oh, I remember. At our master's reincarnation. The eclipse. The night who appeared there. It was you. Master. You, I know you too. Our master's sacrifice. You're one of the survivors. Yeah. Yep, and they're, oh my god, they're all demons from the eclipse that Griffith gave armor to. Son of a bitch. Whoever thought I'd run into you two in a place like this? Yes, I guess we're connected. Oh yeah, of course it's Zod. Oh! Zod, why are you here? Don't tell me who your master is. That's obvious. There's only one master in this world the Inhumans would choose. Zod. Oh my god. Ah! Oh shit! They're huge! They're actually really big. They're a lot bigger than I thought. That guy is like 10 times the size of Zod. Oh, okay. Grunbeld. Wish to be the one who fights him. Oh yeah, he's a giant. Grunbeld, fine then. Oh, Zod's just like, I thought Zod was like the biggest of the bad. But no, this guy's freaking huge. No, oh my god. I've heard rumor of you. The black swordsman who goes around hunting apostles. The bold man who, though human, survived that eclipse. I mean, we should really let Guts go and heal back up. And then he could come back and do this later when he's like, is it, I mean, Grunbeld, you seem like a great guy. But is it even worth battling him when he's not at 100%? I mean, is that really fair? I don't think that's fair. I think we should just go back. Let's go back. Even if she is a witch, attacking an old woman secluded in a remote forest with such numbers is far from honorable for a warrior. Well, good for you. Just let Guts heal up and it'd be great. That said, I forced myself to look upon this duty as a chance to display my loyalty to the hawk. Oh my god. Griffith's orders. But why the old lady? But coming face to face with a warrior like you means every heavy stride was worthwhile. I, Grunbeld, as a warrior of the band of the Hawk, call upon the black swordsman in single combat. What did he just? On guard. The band. The band of the Hawk. Guts, you ain't in good shape. This is not the time for be thinking about that. I don't like any of this. Skull Knight, what are you going to do? Oh my god. Oh, mistress. Oh, Isidro. What you doing, witch? What about all your magic? But I'm upset. I can't cast well. Mistress. Shirk. I can't blame her, you know. You two, we have to leave this place now. Serpico, can't you do something about the fire with your feather duster? I cannot. It would only fan the flames higher. Mistress, where are you? Shirk. Mistress, listen carefully, my favorite pupil. Get that to the black swordsman. Shut up. The Blaze, Part 2. Mistress, listen carefully, my favorite pupil. Oh my god, that armor! Get that to the black swordsman. It looks like the armor that would be used by Gaiseric. I'm thinking the Skull Knight is Gaiseric, but because it has the skull and everything and the helmet. Hurry. You don't mean, what in the world happened? Why such a dreadful enemy bears down? At this rate, the swordsman, there is no time. Enemy, what enemy? What are you doing? But at this rate, you, mistress, will, you know full well that the time has come. But not like this. It's too cruel. You must go in peace, not engulfed in flames like this. At the very least, this is my due. You, as a sorceress, should know how sinful it is to live beyond the extent of your allowed time. There is nothing to mourn. You know that we magi, for us, death is not an end, but a change in a form of life. But I'll still be lonely. I, in a sunspot, my head in your lap. Afternoon tea with the golems. It's all going to be gone. It's going to burn, Shirk. Damn. Oh, shit. Nope, that's not good. That's not good at all. Nope. What a blow. It was like being hit by a battering ram. Even though he's in human form, he's stronger than a typical apostle. That's why Zod let him go. Zod's like, well, actually, you're not too bad. I guess you're okay. How dare you say that? All of you, how dare you say Band of the Hawk? Oh ho! Oh my god, I'm getting Pei Ming vibes. Now's not the time. Oh. Ah. That's some sword. To take 2 strikes from my warhammer without breaking. But what of your fight? There's nothing remarkable save your one blow. You're just being knocked about without offering any resistance. Well, that's damn easy for you to say. That last one cracked some ribs. Oh my god. Oh. If I do this without armor, yeah, you're gonna die. Then those wounds. Oh my god. Sir Fire Dragon's eating this up. Oh, so he's a fire dragon. I was wondering what his armor was. I was like, what is his armor exactly? It's a fun sideshow. Let's hurry up and get our job over with. Get the witch's head. And, oh. No, you won't. Ah! Oh, move. I'll fight this one. Oh my god, no! Okay, look, I'm all for Skull Knight and Zod. Don't get me wrong. I'm for a good BL shipping with Skull Knight and Zod. But Skull Knight and Flora, I just, oh my god, I just, y'all. But Captain Zod, I can't stand it. He just killed. That's an order. I don't care if it's burnt black. You all go bring me the witch's head. Quit wasting time. Oh my god. Oh shit. You going to chase a woman in the middle of battle? That's rather unlike you. Fighting was everything to you, wasn't it, immortal? Don't misunderstand. I'm the only one who can hold you off. It's that and that alone. So this time, we both have different reasons than usual. Oh my god! Ah, what is this triangle? What is this? What is this business? Oh, where are you, witch? Kids? The witch's apprentices, huh? Just when the troll slaying's over, now a monster man? That's an apostle. Hey, if you don't want to die, tell me where the witch is. Of course, you're probably all going to burn anyway. Oh, girl! Do that blowtorch, girl! There we go! Yes! Come on, Serpico! Come on, Feather Duster! Oh, this way! We must escape. It seems cruel, but if we go to rescue Flora, then we too... We head for the treasure chamber. Something is there we have to give to Guts. I understand, mistress, if that is your request. Whether or not that man is my fate, I do not know. But now the only one who can rescue him is me, the Magus. I am the one disciple of Flora, of the forest of the spirit tree. Here it is. You're going to give him one of those talismans? Yes, but not only that. What my mistress applied the talisman to is a fetish. A dangerous fetish of great power. Oh my god, that armor is so badass! Ah! Oh my god, that armor is so bitchin'. I love it. I don't see him wearing the helmet. I don't see our boy Guts wearing that helmet, but the armor... It's weird. It's not quite like Femtoes. It feels more like Skull Knights, obviously, but... Oh, damn it, Guts. No! The Berserker armor. Part 1. Oh my gosh. Come on now. Come on, roll credits. Shit, no. This lacks. Okay. Of all of the Band of the Hawk, like Zod he's pretty simple. He's in Goku mode all the time. He just wants to battle people all the time. But of all the apostles in the Band of the Hawk and in this story, I think that Grunbeld is like the only one I like. I think Grunbeld is the only one I like because he's so proper. He's like if Ushijima from Haikyuu was an apostle. He's just so proper. Him being like, this lacks. It's like instead of saying this sucks, it says this lacks. I'm going to use that from now on. Just be like, this lacks, Miura. Come on. Are you really the Black Swordsman who defeated so many apostles, who crossed swords on an equal level with Nosferatu Zod, our arch enemy, a weakling like you? Answer me! Oh my god, meanwhile, Zod and Skull Knight. Zod is fortunate to come across such a strong foe. The battlefield ought to be a sacred place to a warrior. To meet death in battle is one's long-cherished aspiration. But it seems the pride of a warrior is not fitting for you. No use in a monster pretending to be a warrior at this point, you narcissistic bastard. Yeah, right! Oh my god. Oh, shit! As a warrior, you aren't worth death by my warhammer. Fall to pieces and litter the ground. Oh my god, that is terrifying! Nope! Nope! What are we gonna do? Oh! The Mudman! The Mudman! Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god, he's like Baymax. He's like, give me a hug. Damn puppets. Shirk, are you okay? What about the old lady? Go inside there. What the hell? You don't say. I feel like for a second, Guts just became Iron Man and he was like, oh, that's in the cave? Okay, never mind. I feel like he just became Tony Stark in that moment, right? Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, oh crap. This little shield not only fires a cannon, but has dual blades? What? What? Not fair. Oh my god. I'm glad the Mudmen are buying us some time. Oh, Guts. Oh, he's alive. Is he alive? This is awful. It's like Shirk said. Guts. The wounds that should have been closed are open. It's hopeless. Ivalera is the worst. Ivalera's like, well, can't do nothing. Not just that, he has new wounds too. What's going on out there? Well, what do we do? Even if we put that on him, he can't move. But if we stay here, the fire will... It's true that if that's put on him in this situation, it'll endanger his life. But... Oh my god. Oh shit, it's them! Guess it's about time to go. Oh, easy does it! I like the Puck's like, well, now that we're just down this one time... I guess I do have something to do something with my magic. It's my responsibility for putting everyone in danger. I do really like Guts and Shirk's dynamic. I love that she's like, I love that Shirk is brave and she's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna save everybody. And Guts seems to recognize that. He seems to know exactly where she's coming from and why she would think that, because that's exactly something that he would do in that moment. If he saw the people around him were hurt, he would stand up and try to defend them and protect them. And that's exactly what she is doing in this moment. And Guts is like, hey, it's all right. I got this. Let's do it. Oh, I'm numb. What is this? Dis shocks? Oh, it's like this monster can't even like speak properly. Are you sure this will work? What good's armor when Guts is all busted up? Right now, all we can do is trust Shirk. Don't say I didn't warn you. Oh my god. Oh, the monster's here, Guts. Oh my god. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, meanwhile, cunning. Where have you hidden, Black Swordsman? And now he's in this like all black armor. Do you still insist on those shameful antics? I love the little like motion from Zod and Skull Knight. Come on, come on. Oh. Oh. Hit me. It hurts. I ate him. He should be dead. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh my god, that is absolutely disgusting and terrifying. Skull Knight's gonna be like, well, I hope the measurements worked out. I hope that fits. Oh my gosh! Oh, yes, please! Is that? Oh! Okay, look, I get the Skull Knight wanting to keep the skull motif because that looks pretty badass. I like that. I can't see Guts keeping the skull helmet, but the armor looks pretty bitchin'. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that's great. That's great. Oh, and then here comes this Star Wars looking mofo with the big dick. Oh, shit. Oh. This is so cool. See, Miura? This is what I want. This is what I want. More of this. More of this, please. Oh, the Berserker armor part 2. They're like, oh, well, all right. Oh my God, that looks so good. Strong don't even cover it. What's going on? A minute ago, Cuts couldn't even stand up. You should have said something. A saint, what does it say, a saint cloth? If you had such an incredible item, you should have handed it over for the troll slaying. Oh, she's shaking. That is not so simple an item as that. Is that the black swordsman? He moves like someone else entirely. No, that sword is definitely... Oh my God. I'm all for sexy armor shots. You give me a sexy armor shot, I will be with it all day long. Oh, that's... Oh, Zod's like, he's wearing your clothes. He's wearing your duds, man. Ah, the memories. My dear old rival. So you would have him follow you down the same path to hell. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I'm sure. Here's the thing. The Skull Knight didn't want him to wear it. The Skull Knight was like, why are you getting that out, Flora? That's not, we shouldn't be using it. And Flora's like, well, we're in a pickle because this is all we can do. So he gave Flora the armor to hold on to. And the Skull Knight seems very much like, not too happy that it's back out. And Zod's like, oh, aha. So I've never wanted to know Skull Knight backstory so much, but I know we're going to have to wait. But, what's happening with this armor? The moment I donned it, the pain of my wounds vanished like it was an illusion. No, it simply doesn't bother me. Pain just doesn't matter anymore. Okay, I can see why that would be a problem, because the wounds aren't gone, he just can't feel anything. Whatever, more important than that. What is this boiling up inside my body? Oh, an impulse. Something inside me, something ferocious is seething. Yes, yield to me everything. It's basically, this armor is feeding on his impulses and desires, and that's what's strengthening it. So the dog, don't let him near Casca, basically. The dog demon is like gonna be thrilled with this. Yes, exactly. It's literally amplifying the dog demon. Well, shit. Oh my God. Oh. The shape of the armor. Oh, does it morph based on that? Oh my God. Oh. Skull Knight's like, I had a nice classic skull motif going on. No big deal. Change it if you want. Oh, it's funny that the eyes almost look like a Z for Zod. Oh my God. Yeah. So that's your true power. And it will make crushing you worthwhile. Oh, yeah. So when Zod said you're going to drag him down the same path to hell, I'm sure that this armor that Skull Knight got allowed him to do all these great things, but it cost him his soul in the end. Maybe, possibly. Oh my God. Oh. He thrusts back my huge frame. Oh. See, I want him to take the helmet off at the end to show that he's still guts, but this armor, oh my God. What strength are these the blows of that same man? It almost feels like The Mask, right? It feels literally like the show The Mask, where he puts on the mask and then becomes a different person. But this is just, it's not that he's a different person. It's just amplifying everything that Guts is in this moment. Oh, he broke my shield that repels even cannon fire. Oh, he broke through it. Oh, oh. No one with that armor and huge sword, no human can move like that. Oh, shit. Oh. Yeah, oof. He was a cannon in his false arm. Oh! Oh, yeah, he had the cannon in there, and it, like, went through the armor. I didn't think it could do that. Oh! Oh! He's usually strong as a monster. So that hand's a cannon. It's rather a perilous that. He's in another league today. It will be dangerous if he continues to fight like that any further. What do you keep talking about? Isidro! It's not that Guts' wounds have healed. He just doesn't feel any pain from them. And Serpico's like, oh, shit. That fetish was made by dwarves. It is the Berserker armor. Berserker armor. He who dons that armor and aligns with the ominous flow of odd dwelling therein truly becomes a savage. He is driven by such violent emotions, he forgets about things like pain and fear. Humans have unconsciously established bounds to their strength so they don't harm their own bodies. Pain is a warning to keep us from destroying ourselves, yes. A human without pain realizes unbelievable strength, reflexes, and perceptions. He surpasses the limits of the human body at the risk of their own life. Yes. So that's a problem because, yeah, we need pain to remind us where our limits are. Oh, shit. Oh. And there's all the blood coming from his armor. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. Well. Well. Oh my gosh. So let me get this bookmark out here real quick. And we're gonna backtrack through some of this. I'm gonna mark my page for volume 27 with this weird ass mouth coming out of it. Oh my god. So yeah, oh my gosh, this volume was extensive, but it was just a lot of some really good double spreads in this, let me tell you. I love the Berserker armor. This is what we want, Miura. I want lore. I want mystery. I want this armor that carries a burden. So the plus is you get to wear this armor and be nigh invincible, but it's not really invincibility. Instead, you could end up killing yourself. So you got to be careful wearing it. Now, do I think Guts is going to keep wearing it the entirety of this series? Probably, because it's going to be too much to carry around. He'll probably take it off so that they can like bandage his wounds, but he'll probably carry it around with him. The thing is, it's pitch black, so it's the exact opposite of Griffith's. He has the black cape strewn behind him instead of Griffith's white fluffy cape. His armor is pitch black instead of Griffith's solid white armor. He has a hound and Griffith has a hawk. So it's the hound and the hawk basically is what we've got here, the armor and everything. And the armor is literally becoming forged by that dog demon that's within him. So that's fun. Like, I'm all on board that. Like, yes, give us a chance. If he's channeling this dog demon, but it's a chance for him to tame it and quote unquote domesticate it to where it does what Guts wants it to. Sure. And maybe maybe Skull Knight is like, I ditched that armor because it led to my demise. And I realized I didn't want to do that. And so he left it with Flora, and Flora's like, well, now we don't have a choice. And he said, I want to go back to, like, go back through this volume and tie back to things with it. All this makes sense, right? But God, that dog demon looks terrifying, right? That the dog demon telling him to use the armor to fight, of course. But back when Skull Knight was talking to Flora, we're going to backtrack. Again, I like Grunbeld. Grunbeld is a fun time. But what was Skull Knight saying? Basically saying that the armor is karmatic. Wasn't that what he was saying? Because, yeah, the whole place is on fire. He says that it's karmic. Yes, and she's like, no, it's not karmic. People may appear to repeat the same mistakes, but karma is not a circle, it's a spiral. Those children are not bound to choose the same paths that you and I did. So basically, Flora is saying that, you know, Shirk is not going to do the same thing she did. She's not going to be the same person. And Guts is not going to be the same person that Skull Knight was. That much is true, right? They're not going to be the same. So she's like, look, we can entrust him with this. You seem to believe in this guy. You seem to believe in Guts. So if he takes the armor, maybe it will serve him well. Or he was going to die. So, you know, we had to make a choice at some point. This is like, the stuff with the God Hand is whatever. I want to know Gaiseric's past. I want to know, I think it's Gaiseric. I think it's the Emperor. I could be totally wrong. I want to know Skull Knight's past. He has one of those little tongs that have been broken off, so I want to know what the deal is. I want to know his past with Flora. Flora's going to die, unfortunately, which is so sad. But, I mean, going into this volume, when we went to the Happy Tree Forest, where it was like a sanctuary, I was thinking, it's not going to be that way. They're going to ambush it or something's going to happen. So, burning it to the ground seems the most logical conclusion, and it's going to get Shirk to go with Guts. Because I think she needs to go with Guts because she knows enough about magic and the armor that I think she's going to maybe possibly have some information about Skull Knight we can know about. I don't know. And plus, I wonder if there's anything to Flora saying that her passing on just means going to a different plane of existence. So I wonder if there's a chance after this for Flora to still be able to communicate with them. Skull Knight seems to have a deep bond with Flora, so I want to know what the deal with that is. Maybe Flora was to Skull Knight what Shirk is to Guts, and that's all there is to it. Like, she helped him out years and years ago, and so he has a bond with her. Could be, right? I like the idea of karma being a spiral, not being a circle. Like that. But yeah, I want to know more about Skull Knight, about his backstory with Flora. She seems like she's got this talisman that's embedded within the armor. So I wonder if the talisman that she's embedded within it will keep Guts from being taken over completely by the demon dog. I wonder if the talisman she embeds within it will keep the demons from taking over him completely and let him retain his autonomy. I wouldn't be surprised by that if that was it, because normally if the armor like makes you succumb to your inner demons and it basically, the Berserker armor just makes you go berserk until you expire your existence, it'd be a really big problem. But if by chance her putting the talisman inside the armor is a way for her to protect Guts, being like, look, you'll be able to control it and wear it all the time and it won't let your demon thoughts overtake you, then sure, I'm totally fine with that. And I just, Guts. Guts is like, my thing with Guts' character is Miura is very slow with his development, because we're 26 volumes in now, and granted, Guts has had some crazy stuff happen lately that he's trying to mull over and figure out what to do with, and the circumstances of this world are not letting him do that nicely. So whatever. But with that being said, I do think it's important to point out that Guts he is getting better in little ways, and then in other ways I'm like, oh, we are on the struggle bus for a while, aren't we? But Rome isn't built in a day, so I'm okay with it. As long as Guts makes progress, then I'm fine. And him figuring out that there could be a chance that he can rebuild relationship with companions before, like he did back then, I think is a good thing, right? So the Skull Knight has this vortex sword, which he used to save them. Now he's got to go back and start. He used up all of his arcade tickets to get the vortex behelit sword. So now he has to go back and start all over again. But he basically is wanting to imprison the God Hand. He wants to, the sword of actuation, the refined behelits from the apostles, which, what a bitchin' sword, with the thorns making the helix and the blade from there. This was only meant to be wielded to entomb them in that vortex. So, poor Betchy. Betchy was like, don't let him eat me. I like the idea that Skull Knight has a plan. Skull Knight has a plan. He's gonna place them in the vortex using this behelit sword that he's thrown up and pulled from within him. I'm so here for it. I'm so here for it. I think that Skull Knight is going to encase all of them in the vortex? No. Do I think he could possibly encase a couple of them? Sure. I don't think Skull Knight is going to be there till the very end of the story. I think Skull Knight's going to sacrifice himself to save Guts at one point. I would love if, like, Skull Knight and Void, since they're the two that seem to have the most beef between one another, I want Skull Knight and Void to duke it out on the edge of the vortex, and I want Skull Knight to trap Void within the vortex, and then we just go from there. Like, if that's how Skull Knight has to go out, I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't feel like Conrad and the other one are as strong as Void and Femto seem to be the two highest up there, or at least Void talks like he is, right? Who knows? But poor Betchy being like, please don't eat me. I love the idea of Shirk being possessed by the dark spirit and using it to get rid of the trolls. That part was great. She seemed to have better control of it. There's a lot of really cool things that Miura can do with this ability. So I hope you do cool things and not gross things with Shirk and this ability, Miura. The task is given to you. Don't fuck this up. But look, there was a lot of good that came out of this volume. The Berserker armor, the Skull Knight and Flora's backstory. Isidro leveled up for me. I was really proud of Isidro in this volume because he stood up beside Shirk and helped her to defend everybody. And I love that he took Guts' lessons that he taught him and applied them in this volume. That was great. I loved that. The only... I did talk about the trolls at the very beginning of this because I like Farnace. Defending Casca. And Casca at this point, you might as well just insert her with a cardboard box. It's literally the same thing. But Farnace getting some development of her character by protecting Casca, that's great. That's wonderful. But my thing with Casca at this point, we'll talk about Slan here in a second. God, Slan. But my thing about Casca, and I thought about this over the course of the volume, is that you want to root, like with Flora and Skull Knight, right? With Flora and Skull Knight, there are two characters that they give each other back and forth. They give each other mutual conversation, they exchange words, they debate each other, they give each other like reasons to keep pondering the world's existence, right? They talk to each other on a level that is beyond just old friends. And then you have Isidro and Shirk, and each of them coming from very vast different aspects. Shirk with her magic and Isidro with his physical skills, but both of them come at each other at an equal level to protect one another. And that's great. It's like a little mini Guts and Casca from the Golden Age. Then with Casca and Guts here, it's like we don't know if Guts loves Casca. He's never said it. He's had sex with her. He's hugged her. He seems to believe that he cares about her, but does he love her? He's not said. So the verdict is still out. The thing that gets me is it almost feels like he feels more he feels at this point to me like he feels he has to watch over Casca, like he feels guilty for what's happened to her, and he feels like it's partially his fault, which it is, but it feels like he's not protecting her out of love, but out of obligation. Like he feels obligated to keep her safe, not because she's precious to him. That's just how the story reads for me right now. And the thing is, with like Flora and the Skull Knight, and with Farnace and Serpico, and with Isidro and Shirk, they can talk about their feelings towards one another and develop like a camaraderie and a conversation and a dialogue about their relationship that we, the audience, can connect with. I can't connect with Guts and Casca anymore because it's just Guts feeling bad and obligated to protect her because he's like, well, she's keeping me from being a monster, so I guess I have to. But we're not getting him saying, I love her and I want to get her back to normal. Right now, he's just trying to get on her good side. And so it's kind of, I don't know, that angle of it is a little disappointing to me still. And it's been disappointing me for like 12 volumes. And I'm like, are we ever going to make any progress? But that's like, I would say that 80% of this volume was amazing. It's just like the 10% of Casca and the 10% of Slan. I'm sorry, but that is like, Miura, you should have gone to your female writing consultant to write a female villain, because Slan she was a little cringeworthy in this volume. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when she was in the Eclipse and she was this powerful succubus that was like, all the men were gawking at her and she was like, yes, and she like had her thumb and was like, I'm gonna squish you out of existence. Like that kind of power. I was like, oh, she's a badass. I like that. But here, in this version, it's just like, she's just like, yeah, Guts. Like, stick your sword in me. And I'm like, ew. I'm like, oh, come on now. I'm just saying, if she was really gonna be a cruel female villain, she would have like grabbed his dick and squeezed it and been like, does that feel good? Or like something like that. But instead, she's like, yeah, take your big, thick dick and fuck me. And I'm like, what? I was like, oh yeah, a man wrote this, clearly. I was just like, aw, that kind of sucks. This lacks. This lacks. I'm just going to say that from now on. I'm going to take Grunbeld's words and be like, Miura, this lacks. It was just so stupid. I don't know. At this point, I'm less offended because Miura's done so much of it, and I'm just more like, really? I'm just like, don't be cringe, Miura. This lacks. But that was it. Just the situation with Guts and Casca, and I don't even really care about their relationship anymore because I'm just like, I just want Guts to be like out of the woods a little bit more than usual, and Casca's done nothing for 12 volumes. So the sad thing is I'm caring less and less about Casca. She's fading off into the background, and she's supposed to be one of your main characters, and I'm just caring less and less for her as the volumes go on. I'm just like, oh, she's still here? Oh, she tripped over something. Oh, what's she doing? Nothing? Oh, what's new? I'm waiting for something to happen with her character, and her not just be standing there being a burden. And it just seems to be, I'm just going to have to enter the acceptance phase of this story for now and accept that that's the case. But it lacks quite a bit. So, anyway, I really enjoyed this volume with Skull. Anytime Skull Knight shows up, I'm happy. Anytime Skull Knight and Mr. Waffles appears, I'm all for this. I wonder if Flora is who the woman that's on the front with the big giant wings. I don't think it's Slan because he called her a whore princess. I'd be curious to know if their paths are intertwined, right? Are his paths intertwined? His symbol with the helix, like the infinity sign, is thorns and a rose. So I'm curious to know, and the vortex sword that he pulls out has thorns on it as well around the hilt. So I'm curious about that, but I'm wondering if the woman who's like encrusted the front of his horse, if that's supposed to represent Flora. And she's just like, how tasteful. But anytime that Mr. Waffles and Skull Knight appears, I'm a fan. I love the armor. It looks bitchin'. I'm excited by the fact the armor has... I like that Guts gets a mystical talisman. He gets a fetish of his own. Serpico has the nice billowy cape, and Guts has the Berserker armor. So I'm excited to see how Guts handles the armor. And of course, we have to give him something that's going to make him struggle more. We can't let him have a decent night's sleep, right? He got like, what, one of those in this series? Anyway, I'm really excited to see what we get next week with Volume 27. I can't believe we're going to finish Deluxe Volume 9 next week. That's crazy. But in any case, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, take care, and yeah, I'll be back very soon with more of Berserk. Bye!